Well, hello everybody. We are live and welcome to Saturday Night Live with Lady D. I'm back. I'm back. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Tarot and Truth current events and latest headlines. Yes, it is good to be back, Soul Tribe family. How is everybody? How is everybody? It's good to see you all. Good to see you all. It's good to be back. Good to be back. Hi, everyone in the chat. Yes, it's good to be back. Thank you, everybody. Oh, well, I'm much better than I have been. Much better than I have been. I'm feeling much, much better. I was attacked like a son of a bitch. Yes. I was psychically attacked on all angles, but I just want to give a special shout out to Peyton and also to Kate Sterling, who helped me out. Because of who I am, because I'm on this channel, because I have a public persona, I got spiritually attacked. Yes, as you know. So I'm back though. So I want to first of all, I want to thank you for all your prayers. I want to thank you for all your comments and messages. Thank you for all your emails. I really, really appreciate you so, so much. I love you all and I appreciate you so much. Paula is back. My assistant is back and she will be back. She's working part-time. So I want to shout out to Paula. Thank you, Paula, for coming back and helping me out. If I did have to reschedule a bunch of readings, so if I had to reschedule a reading because I was not feeling well, Paula will be in touch this week, this week, and she'll send my schedule. And yeah, it's good to be back, Soul Tribe family. Yeah. No stupid questions for Paula. Oh, you're so funny, Aisha. And there's my soul mama. How are you, my soul mama? It's good to be back, folks. It's good to be back. Yes, it was yeah. I don't even want to talk about it. I was not well on all levels. So, but we're back. I'm back and yeah. So cheers. This is ice water with my Dunkin' Donuts ice water. Ooh. We're early today with the with the spiritual visitors. Wow, that's very, very quick with the spiritual visitors already. Just so you know, whenever my camera gets a little blurry, it's because I have some spiritual visitors. So, folks, I'll get to we have some announcements, and then we will get to the show. So, what are the announcements? Okay, what do I have for announcements? I thought I had some announcements. I have the tabs here. Let's see. I thought I had announcements. Where did my things go? You always know how it is. I have everything. I have all my tabs, and then at the last minute, nothing works out. Oh, here we go. Okay, so I just want to let you all know that I'm going to share my screen. I have lowered my prices for my readings on a permanent basis now. So instead of doing sales every so often, I've just lowered my prices. So from now on, well, this has been going on for like the last, I don't know, I'd say 3 weeks or so. Is my website is underneath in the description of the show is my website. So as you all know, I used to have my 30-minute readings used to be 75 and now they're 60. My 1 hour tarot readings used to be 150, they're 111. So I'm permanently keeping the prices low. So it doesn't matter what day, what time of the year. My 30-minute readings are always going to be $60 and my hour readings are always going to be $111. I permanently lower the prices. Also, my 1 hour soul therapy sessions, which is spiritual counseling, they're also $111. Now, um, for those of you who don't have enough questions or don't want to have a full reading, there is a one question email reading. This is very popular. So if you have one question for me and you don't make one of my psychic lives, this is $25. It's very cost effective. It's done via email. You send me an email with you ask a brief question and I'll give you the answer. I'll answer your question and I'll also do a general tarot spread and I'll give you everything you need, should, or want to know. Everything you need to know about your question. And that is $25. And also I have my past life mini reading via email. I'll give you one of your past lives that is the most important and pertinent to your current life, that is still bleeding into your current life, and that's $25. And all that information is in the description of this video, is my website. I think that's about it, my Soul Tribe family. So I'm on. Okay, so I'm back on Instagram, and Paula set me up on TikTok. Okay, just so you know, if you see me on TikTok, that's Paula. Paula has set me up. I had a TikTok a long time ago, but I disabled it because I just don't have time to do Instagram, Telegram, TikTok, YouTube. It's just too much with the social media. So Paula has set me up on TikTok. So if I don't get back to you, if you send me a message on Instagram or TikTok, if I don't get back to you, it's nothing personal. It's because I'm not monitoring it. It's Paula. Sometimes I'll go on and I'll see you, and I try to go on and like answer, like when people send me messages, I try to respond. But if I don't respond, it's not that I don't love you. It's because I'm busy, and it's not me, it's Paula. All right. And we have my soul sister, Marin. Hello, sister Marin. How are you? Good to see you. Manifesting Marin has the best posts on all platforms. The best posts. All right, my Soul Tribe family. So, our mass arrest coming. It has been quite an eventful few weeks. Quite eventful few weeks. I do think we are progressing in this, and I'll say this spiritual war. I don't even want to say movie because we're in the movie, we're actors in the movie, we're part of the movie, and a lot of people have been suffering. So I don't even want to say movie. Let's just say that we are progressing in this spiritual war, and yeah, we're getting there. We're definitely getting there. So I'm going to go through my X account, and I have already gone through earlier today and kind of did bookmarks on most of the headlines. If you do want to ask me a specific question that is pertaining to, headline news or current events, you can either buy me a super chat or you can buy me buy me a coffee. And the description of my buy me a coffee, actually, the link to my buy me a coffee is in the description of the show. I also pinned it to the very top of the chat if you have a specific question. And many of you have. So I just want to thank you. Betty M, thank you so much. You're always so good to me. I appreciate you and love you. You are always so good to me. I also want to do a special shout out to Mark V. Maurizio. Thank you so much for your generosity and your love, as well as Linda Felt. Thank you for your generosity and love. Folks, I have some phenomenal people that have been very, very good to me and have donated. I've been very, very generous and have really helped fill in the, let's say, financial gap since I haven't been able to read. So I just want to thank you all for your love. And even if you haven't, it's not about the money, just your love, your comments, you being here. I appreciate you all so much. So much. All right, folks. So we're going to go through my X account and we're going to get to it. So we're not going to waste any more time. All right. We are getting, it's getting really, really, really interesting in this global spiritual war, I will say. And Shlancha and cheers. I have my ice water in my Dunkin' Donuts today because I had an iced coffee earlier. So I'm just refurbishing the, this isn't vodka. Dunkin' Donuts doesn't sell vodka. If they did, I'm sure they'd be a lot more popular than they are. So there you go. Mary Jones, there you are. I was actually thinking about you, wondering where you were. And there you are, Mary Jones. So there you are. And wow, I have a lot of spiritual visitors tonight, folks. So I have to keep on refreshing. Hold on one second. A lot of spiritual visitors tonight. Donna Upton, I see you. And thank you very much. Dunkin' Donuts and vodka. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine if you went through the drive-through and got Dunkin' Donuts, you got vodka and donuts? Let's see. Donna Upton, I see your question and I will do it. Melania being a Roman. Think of Romanoff dynasty. Very interesting. Very interesting question, Donna, about Melania. We will get to that. We will get to that. All right, folks. I'm going to answer the questions that have already been asked because if I don't, I'll forget. So I'm going to go through my buy me a coffee and I'm going to ask the general, the questions. They're not personal questions. This is not personal readings tonight. Hello, Megan St. Marie. I see you in the chat. All you in the chat. Mel, let me just go through and see you all because I love you all so much. Mel, Betty, Carol, Wolfman, Ellen Moody, Patsy Nelson, Daniel Benson, of course, Chloe Kelly, Eats One Thing at a Time, Terry, Dominique, Deborah, Margot, Chloe, I think I said Wolfman again, Mary Jones, Cat, Jody. Let's see. Heart Whisperer. I did your reading, Heart Whisperer Aurora. Go check your email. I did your reading today. I think I did it yesterday. Today I did your one question email reading, Heart Whisperer. Matt, Ophelia, Jill, Jean Klein, Jackie Stewart, Jenny C, Gabriella, Betsy, Carmen, Cosmic Dragon, Aisha, Lisa Fulford. Oh, I love you all. And of course, my Barbie, my mama, mwah, Linda. I think I have everyone. If I didn't say hi to you, it's not because I don't love you. I think I have everyone. Mad Scientist, LFG. Mad Scientist 96. I love it. Let's fucking go. That's right. I think we have everyone here. I think I said hi to everyone. Don Upton, Dory Beetle, Liz, Joy. Of course, I already said hi to my soul sister, Manifesting Marin. Saggy Lady 8 from across the pond. My UK peeps. Saggy Lady. Yep. I think I have everyone. Soul Traveler. Ooh, Soul Traveler. I like that. That's a cool name. Gordana. How are you, Gordana? From Australia, down under. You're down under. Donna Upton. Diana S. Sherry at the Lake. Matthew McKee. Megan St. Marie. I think I have everyone. Maria Camacho. Maria Camacho. Sorry, not Camacho, Camacho. Country boy. Country boy's here. Oh my God. I think I have everyone. Oh, thank you, Donna. You gave me a reading about a year ago or so. You were wonderful. Thank you so much. All right, Soul Tribe family. And just so you know, if you are not on the continent of North America, I can still do readings. I do readings on everyone, New Zealand, Australia. The thing is that I use WhatsApp because I don't have a calling plan that gets all around the world. I have WhatsApp. So if you are not on the continent of North America, you can use WhatsApp and I can still do your reading. Just so you know, I only speak English though. You have to speak English, all right? But I do readings for people all around the world. And hello, Barbara Foster. All right, I think I said hi to everyone. If I didn't say hi to you, it's not because I don't love you. And hi, Debbie, Love and Light 777. Okay, I got everyone now. All right. Yes, I have the reason why I'm glowing is because I had some really phenomenal spiritual people do some cleansing and clearing out debris. I had I had nasty black witches sending me all kinds of nasty things, spells, all kinds of things. So I'm cleared of everything. I had all kinds of work done on me. I'm talking about spiritual work. Um, so yeah, so I'm back. I'm feeling good. And yeah, I'm still ready for the movie to be over. I'm still ready for all this shit to be done and over with. I'm ready for the RV. I'm ready for Nasara Jazara. I'm ready for the mass arrests. So, are mass arrests coming? In a nutshell, I will say yes, they are coming. When will they be coming? I don't know, but they are coming. And we're very, 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 very close. Okay. Now, let me do the Buy Me a Coffee readings before I forget, and then we'll get to the nitty gritty. Okay. So the first question is from Betty M. Okay, and it's regarding Jasmine Crock of Shit, I call her. Jasmine Crock of Shit. The potty mouth, even though I'm a potty mouth. Okay. Who's first? I would say it's probably going to be Obama that's going to be first, the first arrest. That's my prediction. Looks like good old Barry from the Muslim Brotherhood. He's going first. All right, so this is from my soul sister Betty. Okay, she says, "Is Texas really going to throw Jasmine Crockett out of her seat?" Let's hope. Now, folks, the Republicans, they did a lot of threats during this whole, with the Democrats, the 50 Democrats, they took off they left and flew and fled Texas because they didn't want the redistricting, the gerrymandering that the Democrats have been doing for years and years and years and years. But we all know that if you're not a hypocrite, you're not a Democrat. So they got all pissed off because all of a sudden the Republicans got some balls, some goyones, as we say in Italian. In Spanish, we say cojones, cojones, balls. They finally got some balls, the Republicans, and they started to put their money where their mouth is, and they started to gerrymander too. Now, unfortunately, though, they gave the Democrats, at first they gave them to the following day to get their asses back, or they were going to arrest them. Unfortunately, they didn't arrest them. They gave them 2 extra days. And of course, the Republicans did what they normally do. They talked a good talk, but they didn't walk the walk. I really wish now the Republicans are getting a little more balls, but they don't have the balls that we need. We need mega balls. We need the Republicans to get cojones the size of dinosaur. They need dinosaur balls. They need Tyrannosaurus Rex, maybe even woolly mammoth balls. Okay. The Republicans need to get bigger balls than they have. They're on their way, but they're not quite where they should be. They need to be a little more vicious, in my humble opinion. All right. So, as we all know, for those in the back, we all know that the demon rats, the liberals, they took off because they didn't want the redistricting of the Republican Party in the different seats. So the question is Texas really going to throw Jasmine Crockett out of her seat? Let's hope. She definitely deserves it. Now, for all of you that don't know, she is another fake. Just like AOC, we found out that AOC is not from ghetto. She's from an upper class. Benny Johnson had a show this week, and he also revealed and exposed Jasmine Crockett shit for being not a ghetto rat. She was brought up in a very, very upper class. I believe it was Michigan or Minnesota. I forget. But not, whatever the case may be, whatever state she grew up. She didn't grow up a ghetto rat. She grew up in a very upper class neighborhood. She went to a very pristine $35,000 a year school, private school, and she had the best of the best. So that's why we call her Jasmine Crockett shit, because she's full of shit. She's a crock. All right. So let's ask the question and let's answer it. And let me turn off my phone. Sorry for those who heard that. So here we go. Let's ask. And because it's Jasmine and she's a deep state demon, we're going to use my black cards. So let's ask. Hello, Eric Klein. Yep, you're right. They are all elite CIA implants. You're right, Marin. All right, here we go, folks. Holy God, in the name of Yeshua. Is Texas really going to throw out Jasmine Crockett's seat? Is Jasmine Crockett going to lose her seat in the Texas, what is it, Senate? I think it's the Senate, right? In the Texas Senate. Or is it the representatives? I forget. Is it the Senate or just the reps? Is Jasmine Crockett going to lose her seat in Texas? Yes or no? What say you, Almighty God and Yeshua the Christ? Let's see. Queen of Swords, first card. Second card, the Moon. Third card, Nine of Pentacles. Fourth card, Six of Wands. And fifth card, the King of Wands. Okay. I was hoping to get an ace. We're not getting an ace. So let's get another card. Eight of Wands. That's actually not too bad. Okay. So, Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. It looks like Jasmine Crockett. Right now, it looks like her fate is still undetermined. Okay, because we have the Queen of Swords and the Moon card. Okay, so this means that they're still figuring out what they're doing. There's still things going on behind the scenes. With the Moon card, there's things that are hidden. Okay, so what I'm getting is that there's more that meets the eye with Jasmine Crockett shit. That means that she has done a lot more egregious, disgusting, shadowy, dark things than we even know about. And I'm getting that that's going to come to the surface. Okay. Now we got the Nine of Pentacles, which means that Miss Jasmine Crockett has been paid. She's been paid by an independent source beyond U.S. aid and beyond ActBlue. All right. She's getting paid by an independent source to pull her shenanigans. Okay. We also got the Six of Wands. This is public victory and success. We got the King of Wands, which is all about the business, and the Eight of Wands. So I will get from this, what I'm predicting because of this reading is that because we got the Six of Wands and we got the Eight of Wands, yes, she is going to be thrown out of her seat. The Six of Wands is public victory and success. Yay, hooray, she's gone. Also, the Eight of Wands is fast action. It's fast, quick action and news. Okay, it's news. So I'm getting that, yes, finally, The Texas Republicans are going to get some cojones, and it looks like that Jasmine Crockett shit will be out of her seat. Yes, it's looking good. Yay! And it's going to happen quick. Okay, with the Eight of Wands, that's the quickest card in the deck. Now, this is something that we need. Jasmine Crockett shit. She's got a big mouth. All right, she's got a big mouth and she's very mouthy. However, there's some things we're going to be finding out about Jasmine Crockett shit that she's really into some dark, dark stuff. Okay, it's going to come out about her. So the good news is that, yes, it looks like she's going to be out of a seat and it looks like it's going to happen soon. So that's a big yes. And yay, we need to get rid of people like her. She is awful, 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 awful. Can't get rid of her. You know, I know that I wear eyelashes, but hers are like caterpillars. Okay, hers are like. Okay, she's awful. Okay, here we go. This is Saggy Lady 8 has a question. Saggy Lady 8 has a question. And I'm going to keep my dark cards because it's another dark one. Okay. Hi, Lady D. Welcome back. Good to be back. Has President Trump already dealt with the Muslim Brotherhood in the U.S.? Let's ask. Since we're talking about the Muslim Brotherhood, we're going to keep the dark cards because they're dark. Let's ask. By the way, the Muslim Brotherhood, in case you didn't know, was started by good old George W. Bush and his daddy, Demon Daddy. Just so you know, we have a lot of rhinos. It doesn't matter if you're Democrat or Republican. When you're in the deep state, you're a demon, aren't you? Yeah. Good old George W. and his disgusting father. All right, here we go. Holy God, in the name of Yeshua, has President Trump already dealt with the Muslim Brotherhood in the U.S. behind the scenes? Has President Trump already dealt with the Muslim Brotherhood in the U.S. behind the scenes? Yes or no? And anything else that will bring us clarity and understanding to this question, Almighty God and Yeshua the Christ. Now we know that, I forget who it was, somebody has already put a bill up and they're trying to declare the Muslim Brotherhood as a terrorist organization, which it is. So let's see. Let's see. All right. First card, Seven of Wands. Second card, Five of Swords. Third card, Four of Wands. Fourth card, Knight of Cups. Page of Swords is the last one, and we'll take one for good luck. Two of Pentacles. All right. So the question was, has President Trump already dealt with the Muslim Brotherhood? Okay. What I'm getting is that what I'm getting is that he's sort of, I will say partially dealt with them. Okay. He hasn't fully dealt with them. Okay. They have been a bane to his existence. Okay. They really are a terrorist organization. Okay. This is pretty much self-sufficient. I mean, self-explanatory, this card. Five of Wands is all struggle, conflict. All right. So they've been a problem for a long time. The reason why I say partial is I got the Five of Swords. So yes, I do think that I will say that the heads of the Muslim Brotherhood, which are the deep state, they've been dealt with. They have capitulated. They've surrendered. Okay. So the heads of the snake have surrendered. However, and that's been a success. All right. They've been surrounded and they've been success. So I'm getting that the heads of the Muslim Brotherhood, the head honchos, most of them have capitulated. Okay. And the rest of them have been rounded up. Unfortunately, though, they haven't gotten the rest of them. Unfortunately, there's a lot of peons, minions. All right. Mostly the ones that have, the free Palestine bunch and, the ones that are in the streets going against Trump. There's a lot of them that are still on the prowl. Okay. We're going to hear that they are going to be declared a terrorist organization this week. All right. So I will say that I will say most of them have been dealt with, but not all. They're working day and night. So to answer your question, most of them have been dealt with. The heads of the snake have been dealt with. The ones that are in control, however, not all of them. Okay. Unfortunately, there's still a lot of minions running around the streets going amok. All right. So I will say they have been partially been dealt with, not fully. We are going to hear this week. All right. The Knight of Cups. This is military and this is our government. We are going to hear this week that they are going to be declared a terrorist organization. Once they are declared a terrorist organization, they will be fully dealt with. Okay. They will be fully dealt with. And I'm getting that the military in particular is going to deal with them. Because once they are declared a terrorist organization, they're going to go out in full swing and try to wreak as much havoc as humanly possible in the US. So, to answer your question, most of them have been dealt with, but not fully. It's still ongoing. They will fully be dealt with this week after they are declared a terrorist organization. So, I will say not fully dealt with, but they are in the process. Okay. They will be fully after this week. So I would like to say yes, but I'll say no, they haven't been fully dealt with, but they will be. And hopefully they will be dealt with across the pond for you all in the UK as well, because I know Saggy Lady is in the UK. So thank you for your question, Saggy Lady. And I appreciate you. All right, here we go. Saggy Lady has another question. So I'm going to post it and we're going to do this one. This is another one for you, Saggy Lady, across the pond. Will President Trump and the Global Alliance stop civil war breaking out in the UK? You know what? I don't think so. And you know what? I think you guys do need a civil war. Sorry. I think you need a civil war. You need to take back your country, because what's going on over there in the UK is fascism. You can have grooming gangs and disgusting Muslim men raping. That's right. I'm saying the R word, doing horrible things, but they don't go to jail. But if you go on X and say anything against Starmer or the government, you go to jail. How's that for fascism? The stupid assholes in my country have the audacity to call Trump a dictator, but you have fuckface Starmer over there putting people in jail for their freedom of speech. You can R-word and do horrendous things and SA and go around grooming and rape and pillage and steal, but you don't go to jail in the UK. No, no, no. They give you a free house and benefits. But God forbid if you talk against the United Kingdom government. Oh no, you go to jail. I am so glad. I love you all in the UK. I love my United Kingdom friends, and you know I have them, but I'm so glad I'm not there. Absolutely disgusted. That is a dictator. That's a dictator, assholes in my country. Anyone who wants to call Trump a dictator, you need your fucking head examined. The only dictator I see is Keir, what's his name? Keir Starmer, whatever that asshole name is. His name Keir Starmer. Is that his name, Keir? Absolutely ridiculous. All right. And if you don't like what I'm saying, Starmer, come and fucking get me, prick. Come and get me. You and your he, she, it wife and your little tiny little, come and get me. Come and fucking get me, Starmer. Come and get me, asshole. Come and get me. You're going to say that I can't say anything about you in my own country? Yeah. I got two things for you, Starmer. Here you go. Not only that, your royals are reptilians. Anyway. Hmm. Hmm. I am so done with the bullshit. So done with the bullshit. Okay, here we go. I'm going to get my gold cards out because we're talking about Trump and it's a good question. So let's get the gold cards out for Trump. That's right. Bite me, Starmer. He wouldn't want to bite me though because he likes men. Europe is a fucking mess. Europe is a mess, okay? And I love to see the Irish and the English, especially the Irish. The Irish are in the streets taking back their country. They are done with the Muslim takeover. They are done with the Sharia law. No, they're done. They're done. Okay. And I salute you all. Okay. I salute you all. Okay. Here we go. Holy God, in the name of Yeshua, will President Trump and the Global Alliance stop civil war breaking out in the UK? Will President Trump and the Global Alliance stop civil war from breaking out in the UK? What say you, Almighty God and Yeshua the Christ? Yes, it's about time the people of Europe get some balls and stand up for their rights. Yes. Yes, indeed. All right, here we go. Okay, so what I'm getting is that no, he's not going to be able to stop civil war in the UK. Okay. What I'm getting is that right now he's working on it. All right. Trump is balancing multiple priorities. He's got a lot of things going on. He has to deal with what's going on in this country. Okay. What's going on in this country, they're after him big time. Okay. I am getting that he's working on it, but I don't think he's going to stop it completely. Okay. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes in the UK that he is working about. And there are some secrets. There's some things going on that he is working on. Okay. I do think that the Global Alliance is really looking at the UK. Okay. The Global Alliance. However, I don't think he's going to stop the civil war. I think it's bound to happen. Okay. And the reason why I say this is because I got the Tower card and I got the 10 of Wands. Okay. What I'm getting is that civil war, unfortunately, has to happen. If President Trump went over to the UK and tried to interfere and stop what's going on there and interfere in your government, then people would say, oh, he's a dictator, blah, 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 blah. I'm getting that the people of the UK, the United Kingdom, they are fighting for their rights. They are standing up and they need to stand up for it. So I do think that he's working behind the scenes. I do think that he and the Global Alliance are working to try to get rid of Starmer and the fascism that's happening over there. But unfortunately, he's not going to be able to stop the civil war. And I'm getting it needs to happen. What's happening is that the people of the UK need to stand up. They need to stand up for their rights. President Trump can't go over there and do the work for you guys. You need to do it on your own. Okay, so unfortunately, no. The UK needs to fall. There needs to be complete bedlam. There needs to be complete civil unrest. The people of the United Kingdom need to fight. They need to fight, 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 and take back their country. So don't expect civil unrest. Expect all kinds of civil wars, not only to break out in the UK, but also all around Europe, especially in Ireland too. Okay. He's not going to be able to stop it. This is something that the citizens, the free, well, you would think they would be free. They should be free citizens of the United Kingdom. They have a lot of burden. Okay, a lot of burden. And unfortunately, he's not going to be able to stop it. And with these two cards, Trump's got too much on his plate. All right. Between Ukraine and Russia, what's going on here in America, and all that's going around the world with China. he's not going to be able to stop it, unfortunately. So no, okay? However, he and the alliance are working on multiple things to take down your government, Starmer and your government. And I do think it's going to happen soon, but it's happening behind the scenes. It's happening behind the scenes. So no, they're not going to be able to stop the civil unrest and civil war breaking out. Okay. All right. He might. Now this fell out. This means that what's going to happen is that there's going to be, how do I put it? Okay, so this is let go and let God, and this is seeing things in a different perspective. What I'm getting is that Trump is going to let the balls roll. He's going to let the people do what they want because he needs the people. He wants the world to see. He wants the world to see the people of the United Kingdom taking back their country. Okay, so he wants the whole world to see a different perspective, and he wants you all to fight and see a different perspective. So what he's going to do is he's going to not do anything. He's going to sit back and let it happen. And while he works his magic behind the scenes is what I'm getting. So, no, he's not going to be able to stop it. Okay. He might, it's already happened. Okay. I'm getting it's already happened. All right. So he's going to sit back and watch it and work from behind the scenes. So that's what I'm getting, Saggy Lady 8. And thank you so much. Sending so much love from across the pond. Yes, sirree. Oh my goodness. I love it. I love it. All right. I'm going to get to Donna Upton's question. And let me see if I can find you. Donna Upton, you had a question. You bought a super chat. I need to find you. There you are. Okay, Donna Upton. Thank you so much. Melania being a Romanoff, I think that is the last name. What do you think of the energy old ring Putin gave Melania? Is that from the Romanoff? All right, did he give her a ring? Is that what you're saying, Donna? Did he give her a ring? I think that's what you're saying, that Putin gave her some kind of ring. Is that what you're saying? Let's see. All right, he gave her an emerald ring. Okay, Melania being a Romanoff. Okay. What do you think of him giving her an emerald ring? Putin gave Melania. Is that from the Romanov dynasty? Ooh. I don't know the Romanov dynasty. I'll have to look this up. I've never heard of the Romanov dynasty. Is this obviously it's a dynasty, it's a very important family. Right, let's ask. Let's ask, and I'll keep my golden cards because she's also a Trump. Trump's wife. Let's ask. Holy God, in the name of Yeshua. Let's see, why did Putin, let's do a general reading. Let's do I'll do 5 cards on, did Putin give, let's see. All right, let's see. How do I ask this question? Was the emerald ring that Putin gave Melania Trump, was that from the Romanov dynasty? Was the emerald ring that Vladimir Putin gave Melania Trump, was that from the Romanov dynasty? Yes or no? And anything else that will bring clarity and understanding to this question, what say you, Almighty God and Yeshua? Teresa Brooks, if you are out there, thank you so much. That is very, very sweet of you. I really appreciate your generosity. Mwah. Appreciate you, Teresa Brooks. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, we got the Queen of Wands. We got the Four of Cups. We got the Eight of Swords, Seven of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. I'm saying no, it's not from the Romanov dynasty, okay? It does have significant meaning, though. Believe it or not, I'm getting that ring that he gave her is from off-world origins, okay? I'm just going to tell you what I'm getting. I'm getting it is off-world. I'm getting it's royal. It's a royal, okay. It's from off-world. It's royal. And it's from her royal lineage, but it's off-world, okay? Nothing to do with the Romanov dynasty. Okay, I'm getting that he gave it to her as a thank you for what she's done, to protect the world and to protect what she's done for humanity and protecting the world and humanity. Okay, I'm getting there's a lot of things that we don't know about Melania and her origins. All right. And I'm also getting that he gave her some other things too behind the scenes. I'm getting that he gave her something. I'm getting something gold. So I don't know if he gave her something else, but I'm getting that he gave her something gold. It's not a cup, but I feel like he gave her some kind of gold piece. And again, it's from her extraterrestrial royal origins. Okay. All right. Now, I'm also getting that, let's see, with the Four of Cups. Yeah, he gave her other things that people haven't seen. It's like he gave her this, he gave her something in the public eye, and everyone's like, looky here, but I feel like he also gave her other things that are gold. Okay, gold. That, yeah, it's something to do with her lineage and her royalty off-world. Okay, something gold. All right. And again, she's royalty. She's like a queen. I don't know if she's a queen, but she's royalty. And I'm getting her and what's her son there? Oh my God. Baron. They're from the same royal lineage. Her and Baron are from the same royal lineage, okay? All right. Eight of Swords. What did I get the Eight of Swords? Hold on about this one. All right. And there's something to do. I'm getting that Melania was. I'm also getting to that at one point, believe it or not, this is way, way before. I'm getting that Melania might have been. Where put it? I'm getting that Melania has purposely taken herself from her planet of origin and kind of made herself, kind of came to this earth and kind of made herself part of, how do I put it? She was very free. And where she came from, she was very free and she had a lot of power. And I'm getting that she kind of came from wherever she came from, her off-world lineage, and she kind of became kind of like a prisoner here on this earth. So what he did is like he was thanking her. It was a thank you for kind of being a prisoner of this earth and this dimension. She kind of, I'm getting that she has a lot of, let's say, otherworldly, let's say, powers or otherworldly, let's say things that worldly powers that she kind of she's toned down. She's had to really tone down her essence, her powers, and a lot of things that she can do, she's toned it down in order to be in this dimension and be on this earth. Okay, so I feel like she's had to tone down her skills, her powers, and a lot of her abilities being an extraterrestrial. So that's why he gave her that. So I hope that answers your question. I don't know exactly what else, but he gave her something gold and it has some kind of significance to her. Okay, so I hope that answers your question, Donna Upton, and thank you so much. You're very generous of you, very, very generous of you. So yeah, okay, let's see. He gave her was from the Romanoff collection. I don't know what the Romanoff correction is, but it's something to do with royalty. Yeah, she is from a higher dimension. Absolutely. Yep. Yep. Melania is definitely, she's got, oh, okay, here we go. Anastasia Romanoff was saved from the execution of the Romanoff family. Melania is said to be an offspring of Anastasia. Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. Well, I will tell you that if that's the case, I don't know if the Romanoff family I don't know if the Romanoff family came from this earth. If the Romanoff family are good and benevolent and they're the same, and if Melania is part of that family, then they're off world. I'm getting that they're not from this world. Okay. They're not from this world. If she's from the Romanoff family, which I don't know anything about, I haven't really watched the news, they're not of this world. That's what I'm getting. All right. So that is that. Jean Klein has a question. Jean Klein has a question. And I'm going to put it in the chat and then I'm going to go through my X account. You guys asked me a lot of questions. I want to make sure I get to them so I don't forget them. All right, Miss Jean Klein, this is for you. And that's funny you talk about Roseanne Barr. I really like Roseanne Barr. I've been really enjoying her podcast, which is on. She has a podcast and she's on YouTube, and I really, really like her. So let's see. Roseanne Barr said that she was molested by family members. She also said that she sold her soul to the devil and she spent 1 year in a mental hospital, Lady D. Was Roseanne Barr MK Ultra? Is she, let's see. Is she working for the dark side? That's the last part of the question. Is she working from the dark side? That's a good question. I think that she appears to be working for the light, but let's ask. I did hear that before, that she did sell her soul. Who knows? Maybe she was working for the dark side and came to the light. Let's ask about Roseanne Barr. I hope she's working for the light because I really like that. She definitely was working for them. So let's ask. Maybe my guess is that she was, and she did sell her soul, and then she came to God. She probably came back to God and repented and came back to God. But let's ask. Let's see if Roseanne Barr is good or bad. Let's ask. Holy God, in the name of Yeshua. Let's see. Was Roseanne Barr MK Ultra, and let's ask, is Roseanne working for the dark side? Is Roseanne Barr working for the dark side? Is Roseanne Barr working for the dark side? Yes or no? And anything else that will bring clarity and understanding to this question. What say you, Almighty God, and Yeshua the Christ? Hmm. Okay, so this is what I'm getting about Roseanne Barr. Okay. All right, I'm getting that right now she's independent. I'm getting she was working for the dark side. Okay. She was. She was working for the dark side. Okay. She did sell her soul. She was MK Ultra. Okay. She was. But I'm getting that she repented. All right. She repented and now she's working for the light. Okay. So I'm getting that at first she was working for the dark side. She did sell her soul. She was MK Ultra, but I'm getting that right now she's independent and she's working for the light now. Okay? We got the temperance card. Okay? So I feel like she's repented. Um she's paid a big price and I feel she's given intel. I feel she's working with the alliance now to save her ass. Okay, I'm getting that she turned to the light to save her ass, to save her ass. She's not innocent by any means. She did some bad things. Okay, but I'm getting she gave up some intel to save her ass. Okay? She went from dark to the light. She's working on behalf of humanity now. Absolutely. She's working, but she wasn't always good. I am getting that she was MK Ultra. Okay? And she's gone through a lot of battles. All right? But she was originally dark. Okay, she's originally dark. I'm getting that she's working for the good guys. You know, is that the original Roseanne? I don't know if that's the original Roseanne. Is that the original Roseanne? I think she's been through some shit. Was she cloned? Hold on a minute. I'm getting that Roseanne had some demons and she's been, I don't know, she had attachments, she had some demons, but she doesn't have demons anymore. I feel like she's been exorcised, okay? And that's not the original Roseanne. I don't think that that's the original Roseanne. Okay, I'm not getting that's the original her. So I don't know if when I say the original Roseanne, could be that, the original Roseanne was evil, all right, and she was born into a cabal family, and then she saw the light. It could be that she was cloned, but I don't know if that's the original Roseanne. Yeah. And when I'm talking about original Roseanne, I'm not talking about the husk. I'm talking about the soul. Okay. I don't know if that's the original one, but I'm getting that Roseanne, she was evil. She did make a deal with the devil. She wanted to be famous. She was MK Ultra. She did do some horrible things. I don't know if she are raped or she are word anybody, but she's not sweet and innocent. But I don't think that's the original Roseanne. The original Roseanne was not nice. The original Roseanne was evil. I'd be interested to know, was she born in a cabal family? Because I'm getting that somebody in her family got into it. That's not the original Roseanne. So she was molested by family members. I believe she was born into it. She did sell her soul to the devil. Yes, she was in a mental institution. Is she working for the dark? Not anymore, but she was. That's what I'm getting. Okay. So that's not the original Roseanne. Okay. I'm getting the original Roseanne. I don't know if it's a clone or that's not the original soul. So something went on with her soul. Okay. Okay, so when she sold her soul to the devil, she did open herself to attachments. And when she was under the influence of those attachments, she did some evil things. But I'm getting that those attachments are gone. So yeah, it's not the same Roseanne. So that Roseanne that sold her soul was demonic. New Roseanne is not demonic. She's good now. So went from bad to good, bad to good. So the Roseanne that we see now is good Roseanne. Okay. The the Roseanne that we see now is good Roseanne. Either way, she's waking up the normies. Yep. Yeah, she's working for the children now. I don't think she did anything to children. All right. She's not sweet and innocent. I don't think she did anything to children. Okay. Yeah. So she's good. The Roseanne that we're seeing now is good Roseanne, which is good because I like her. I like the Roseanne. She's pro-Trump. She's pro-children. She's totally against the cabal. She's totally doing all kinds of exposing the Illuminati and the deep state. She talks about the Democrats. She talks about Hollywood. So yeah, yeah, absolutely. So Roseanne is working for good. No, she didn't do anything to children. She did, but she's not sweet and innocent. Okay. I think I got all the questions from my Buy Me a Coffee. Yep, I think we're good. And again, thank you to all that asked questions. Now I'm going to go to my Twitter feed and let's start to get the ball rolling. I have a lot of bookmarks. So, what I wanted to first ask the question about, I wanted to ask about the federalization of DC. Okay. We all know that because of the crime in DC. Now, listen, we all know that the crime in DC is off the charts. It is the crime in DC is, they say, and I'm going to show you the map. It's worse than all these other third world countries. And I'm going to find the map. Here we go. All right. I'm going to share my screen. Share my screen. Okay. All right. So this is the 2024 murder rate. Okay. Now, as you can see, Washington, D.C. is much higher than Bogota, which I have no idea where Bogota is. Mexico City, Islamabad, Lima. And then we have Ottawa, Paris, Havana, Delhi, London, and Madrid. Look at Washington, D.C. Look at that. Okay. We all know that Washington, D.C., the District of Columbia, first of all, it's not part of the United States. It's its own separate country. And we know it's deep state. It has nothing to do with, with our capital. All right. It's completely demonic and it's not part of the United States. It's its own separate entity, just like Vatican City is in Rome. Okay. We all know that the crime in DC is out of control. I mean, people are getting mugged, murdered. We know it's awful. Okay. However, is the real reason that Donald J. Trump is the real reason that he federalized and brought the National Guard to DC is because he wants to put the White Hat Alliance, the military, in position for mass arrests. That's what's going on all around social media. Everyone is talking about an alternative media that the real reason that Trump has federalized DC is not because of the crime, even though that's a good reason. It's because he's getting everyone in position for mass arrests. So let's ask the question. Since I titled the show, Are Mass Arrests Coming? Let's ask, is the main reason by President Donald J. Trump that he federalized DC is because not just for the crime, is it because he's getting the military in position for the mass arrests that are imminent. So let's ask the question. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oops. There we go. Holy God and Yeshua is the real reason, or I should say the main reason, that Donald J. Trump, our president, federalized D.C. was because he wants to get the troops ready, the military in there, for the mass arrest for all the deep state operative scumbag criminals in our government. Yes or no? And anything else that will bring clarity and understanding to this question, Almighty God and Yeshua. Let's see. Yes, there are lots of tunnels underneath Washington for sure, Chloe. That is for sure. Folks, we got an Ace of Swords. Yes. Yes. The biggest yes in the deck. Okay? That's a yes. The main reason why Trump federalized DC was not just because of the crime, and there's a lot of crime, it's because he's getting them ready to arrest the deep state scumbags in our government. Let's go through. We got the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles means that he's putting things in store, which means that we haven't seen all of the military. There's going to be more military. This is just partial. There's still more to come. There's still more up his sleeve. Seven means that he's in a good position now. He's very happy with what he's been able to accomplish, but this is just partial. There's still more to come. Queen of Wands, and we got the King of Pentacles. This is military, military, military. Okay? Six of Pentacles is generosity and kindness, giving back. So this is basically, he's going to put as many, I would say, military in DC because he wants to get the deep state. The Six of Pentacles is generosity, giving out. So I'm getting that he wants to be very generous. He wants to get as much military in DC because he wants to put them in position. All right. He wants to make sure, and I'm getting he's putting them all in position, and he's going to put a lot of them in position because he doesn't want them to run away. Now, people, there are some reports that people are starting to try to flee. They're not going to be able to flee. Okay. They're not going to be able to flee. They will find them. Okay. So Trump is being generous. Okay. He's being generous. He does want to do it partially because of, listen, our nation's capital is disgusting. It should be the most safe city. In our capital city, where our government is, you should be able to walk down the street at 2 o'clock in the morning, a woman, and not worry. So he's doing it. He is doing it partially because he does want to clean up DC and he doesn't like the crime. All right. He is being generous to the people. However, he's doing it because of the fact that there are going to be arrests. And I will tell you too, this has also something to do with the EBS and the monetary system. Okay. With the Six of Pentacles, there's pentacles here. See the money? So I do feel that he militarized DC because there are going to be mass arrests, but I do feel too, it has something to do with the monetary system and the QFS. Okay. Because the deep state's not going to want it. So I do think that it has something to do with mass arrests, and it has also something to do with the QFS and the money. All right. Because I feel like what's going to happen when the QFS goes up and the RV and everything happens, the deep state, and they're gonna pull their shenanigans and they're gonna want to run. So this has everything to do with mass arrests and the monetary system. Okay. It all is tied together. Okay. But the biggest thing that we need to take away from that read is the Ace of Swords, which is a huge, huge yes. Swords is communication. Swords is communication big time. And that's the biggest yes in the deck. So there's going to be clarity, there's going to be communication, and we're going to find out very, very soon. So I'm getting that when the mass arrests happen, there's going to be, I'm getting there's going to be probably, there's going to be an occupation. What do you call it? What do you call it when the military takes over and you can't go out? What the hell do you call it? What do you call it? I can't think of the name. What do you call it when the military takes over and you can't go out? What the hell is it called? I'm having a brain fart. You know what I'm talking about. Ah, my God, I can't think. Martial law. Thank you, Minerva. Thank you. Yes, martial law. Thank you. Yes, martial law. Martial law. Yes. I think there's going to be martial law because let's face it. If their arrests start, the people, the sheeples, all right, the dumb ones, the people that are completely asleep, they're going to go nuts. Okay. And if the monetary system goes down, meaning that the American dollar goes down and there's a crash, and then the QFS and the RV and all the monetary system, QFS, the monetary system goes up, they're going to need martial law because there's going to be a lot of deep state actors that are going to go rogue and people are going to go nuts. So, yeah, it's all tied together. Okay. So that's good news, folks. That is actually very, very good news. So, yes, folks, we've got a winner. It looks like Trump is getting the military in DC because we're going to have mass arrests very, very soon. And we know this is going to happen, folks. We're getting down to the wire. We're getting to the nitty gritty. Absolutely. That's right. The Art of War, Matthew McKee. Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. Bring it. I say bring it too. Yep. I'm so excited. So, folks, it's imminent. Imminent. I love it. Woohoo! I love it. Aren't you excited? He's already started. The military is already in DC because he's getting them ready for the arrests. I love it. Let's see it. I want to see some cuffs. Now, we all know that most of them, the biggest ones, like the Obamas, the Clintons, the Pelosi, those people have been taken out a long time ago. You know that. However, the deep state actors, the ones that are in central casting that have masks on, that are playing these assholes, they're going to get arrested and rounded up because they have committed treason. They've committed acts against humanity. They are just as guilty. Just because you're playing somebody and you have a mask on and you play someone else and commit crimes doesn't mean that you don't get out of it. You still go to jail. You go to jail and you go to jail and you go to jail. You're treason. You get treason. You get hung. I love it. I love it. I love it. And here we go. I'm going to share my screen again and let's go through my X account and let's get this done. That's right, folks. Commander-in-Chief. We got to love him. Let's get DC federalized. He already did federalize it. So there you go, folks. And look what happened to poor Big Balls. This young man was a Doge staffer. Big Balls got beat up, who was brutally attacked by mobs in DC. And the mayor doesn't give a shit about it. That's right. The mayor, she's another one, a deep state douchebag. Trump is livid. He may take law enforcement in DC. Obviously, this is an old post because we already know he did. He absolutely did. Look what these assholes did to our liberty. Look what they did. Look at DC. Look what they did. Isn't that lovely? Look at, isn't that nice? That's DC. Pro-Palestine all over our, it's just disgusting. All right. I'm just disgusted. Listen, we know that there's in Gaza, we know that there's deep state, that there are bad actors in Israel that are part of the mafia, Gazarian mafia. We know that there's the Zionist Jews that are deep state, and we know there's bad actors in Palestine with the Muslim Brotherhood, the jihads. And there's poor innocent people in Gaza. There's poor innocent people that are a part of this, and I feel so bad for those people. But for the assholes that are in my country saying free, free Palestine with the flags, they can go fuck off. Someone ought to drop them in Palestine and see how they do. Okay? Okay? Free, free Palestine, free my ass. All right? I'm tired of it. Somebody round up these assholes, drop them in Palestine and see if they can how that goes, especially all the women. Let's see how all the women do. Let's see how the women do. See how women's rights are. Let's see how they do. And if they can eat, let's see if they have any freedom of speech, if they have any right to protest in Palestine. Okay? Especially the ones that are gay, the gays for Palestine. Yeah, let's see how that works out for them. All right? Let's see. And here we go. And there it is. President Trump has taken over DC. We already know this. All right. Let's ask about this. I'm gonna start at the beginning of my feed, and I'm gonna go through my Twitter feed and let's see. All right. Here we go, folks. Let's ask this question. Okay, so as you know, there is an object that has been in our solar system is coming into it's close to Earth, and it's called a third interstellar visitor has entered our solar system. Officially designated, here we go. A third interstellar visitor has entered our solar system, officially designated 3I Atlas, blah, blah, blah. This incredible object marks the third confirmed interstellar object ever detected in our solar system. First spotted on July 1st, 2025 by the Atlas Survey Telescope in Chile, follow-up observations confirmed its hyperbolic orbit, meaning it's not bound to our sun. It is a true visitor from another star system. Okay, the speed is blah, 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 blah. Direction from the constellation Sagittarius heading towards the inner solar system. Early observations show comet-like activity with a faint comma and short faint coma and a comma. No, it's coma and a short dust. All right. Blah, 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 blah. All right, folks. Is this a dragon? I want to know if this is a dragon. Because we all know that the dragon energy has basically been woken up. All the dragons in our universe have been woken up. So I want to know, is this a dragon? Is this a real visitor from another galaxy, or is it Project Bluebeam? If you kind of look at it, it could be a dragon. Look at it, you kind of see, it kind of looks like it could be a dragon because it's long, like a long neck or a long tail. And then we have this right here. So let's do a poll and see what this is. Let's see what I can come up with. Okay. Is it a legitimate interstellar spacecraft, visitor, dragon, or is it Project Bluebeam? Let's ask. Here we go. And here we go again. I keep on getting blurry. So here we go. Sorry, folks. I have to fix my blurriness. Here we go. Holy God, in the name of Yeshua, is this object that we are looking at the screen now, is this truly a visitor, an extraterrestrial visitor from another galaxy? Is it truly not of this planet? Is it authentic? Is it a dragon? Is it an ET? Anything and everything that we need or want to know regarding this object that we're looking at right now. Is it truly a visitor from another planet? And if so, what is it? What say you, Almighty God and Yeshua the Christ? All right, let's see what we got. Okay, folks, it's exactly what I thought. First of all, Three of Pentacles, it is benevolent. It's working with a team to help us. Five of Wands, because it doesn't like what is seen. It has seen the conflict, the struggle, and everything on this earth, and it's not happy. Page of Wands, all right? It's coming fast and furious, and it's here to bring a bond, to help with our spiritual evolution. It's here to bring us about change, and it's to help with our spirituality. Now, the Page of Wands is all about discovery, and it's about Page of Wands. Page of Wands is all about discovery and changing. It's like trying to change something, and it's trying to bring about a change. Now, with the Page of Wands, Wands is all about Wands is all about spirituality, and it's all about um, bringing about a change, and it's all about a message, news, and discovery. Okay, the Strength card means that it's very, very strong. It's trying to help us. It's benevolent, and I'm getting that the energy that it's bringing about a huge, huge energy, huge energy. It's sparking a change, a spiritual change. All right, and it's enthusiastic about the change. Okay. It's very, very strong and powerful. It's very, very benevolent. I'm getting that this entity is it's sending light waves and energy that is trying to heal us. It's trying to heal the earth. It's healing the earth to its core, right down to the core. It's scanning down in through to like middle earth, and it's scanning all the dumbs, all the tunnels, and it's clearing out all the demonic dark energy. It is absolutely a dragon. It is dragon energy. And I'm getting it's one of the original dragons, one of the original dragon energy that was laying dormant. Okay. It is a dragon, a good dragon, and it's here to instill change. It's here to get rid of the dark energy. It's here to help raise the vibration. It is one of the dragons that has been asleep, and it's been recently woken up, and it's done a little surveying of the world, and it's not happy at all. Okay? And it's here to bring about the change. It's here to bring about the change, to get rid of the dark and to help us with our ascension. That's exactly what it is. So, folks, that is real. That is a dragon. It's one of the original dragons, and it's here to help us with our ascension. It's here to help us raise the vibration of the earth and to get rid of the dark, low vibrational energy. That's what it is. It's real, folks. It's real, and it's here to help us. So, folks, this is good news. Yep, red dragon. Yep. It's one of the original red dragons. Yep. Carrie K would be right. I'm getting that Carrie K is absolutely right. So folks, it's here to help us. That is some good news, folks. Good news. I love it. You gotta love it, folks. You gotta love it. All right. Next in my Twitter feed, we're gonna go for Greece. These poor people. Okay. Do you remember? I'm gonna actually make this a little bigger so we can actually see what's going on here. Okay. Please pray for Greece. Do you remember the Lahaina, Hawaii fires? Greece is going through the same thing right now. I want to pull on Greece. I want to know, is this deep state? Was this done for a land grab? Is this the deep state? And was this fire that started in Greece? Was this done by a direct energy weapon, just like they did here in the United States? Let's ask, folks. I have a feeling it's pretty much yes, but let's ask. I'm going to get my dark cards because I have a feeling it's going to be bad. So let's ask. Holy God, in the name of Yeshua, were these fires that we are looking at now in Greece, were they started by the deep state? Were they started by Jews, direct energy weapons? And is this a big land grab and or to kill the people of Greece? The same way they did in Lahaina, the same way they've done in California and other places in the United States? Yes or no? And anything else that will bring clarity and understanding to this question. What say you, Almighty God and Yeshua, the Christ? Okay, so this is what I got. Okay, folks, so yeah, I'm getting, it was a land grab. Oh my goodness, here we go with my, sorry folks, let me, I have to stop sharing and I have to change my, I have to adjust my camera again. Sorry folks, need to do it. Okay, so unfortunately I'm getting that yes, this is definitely a land grab, okay? They're trying to steal money and they're trying to this is definitely deep state. It was definitely direct energy weapons. They're doing it because they want the land and they're doing it for sacrifice. And I'm also getting to that something was happening good in Greece. I'm getting that Greece was going in the direction of the light. I feel that there's something, I don't know what's been going on in Greece or their government, but I'm getting that they were starting to turn to the light. They were starting to go on a good path. Okay, because we got the sun card and they needed to kibosh that. So this is definitely a land grab. It's definitely for money. It's definitely deep state. It's definitely direct energy weapons. They're doing it for money, for land, for sacrifices. Absolutely. Direct energy weapon from the deep state. Okay. I'm getting that there is a woman in particular that is a part of this. So I don't know anything to, I don't know who runs Greece or what's going on in Greece, but I'm getting there's a female in particular that is very egregious, that has very much a part of this. All right. Definitely a land grab. Okay. They're trying to get as much money as possible. All right. Now, I am going to get that Greece is going to stay firm. I'm getting that they're going to hold their ground. Greece is going to hold their ground. If they're going to have a few battles and, you know, they're going to lose, a lot of people are going to lose their homes and everything, but they are going to stand their ground. Okay. And I feel like I feel like the alliance, the White Hat Alliance is already on their way to Greece and they're going to try to help them. Okay. So what's going on in Greece is absolutely a land grab. It was deep state. They're doing it to get their land, to get money, to kill, to instill fear. It's everything they want. It's a big sacrifice. All right. Definitely started by the deep state. They used all their resources. There is some kind of woman that's a part of it. Some woman in charge is very much a part of it. Okay. And I'm doing it because something good was happening in Greece. I don't know if their government was going good, but I feel like the people in Greece, it was going too good, and good things were starting to happen, and the light was starting, the good in God and the light was starting to take over for Greece, and they wanted to stop that. I am getting that they are going to hold their ground, and the alliance is going to go in and help them. Okay. So let's say a prayer for Greece and remember Greece in their prayers, because that is not good. And it's just awful what's been going on in Greece. It's actually been going on everywhere. Okay. It's been going on everywhere. Okay. Here we go. Now we're going to talk about, I'm going to go to my screen again and share my screen. Folks, Carrie Kay was talking about the Ring of Fire. All right. She was talking about the Ring of Fire. Probably last week, she did a video on it. She talked about how the Ring of Fire is where the biggest, let's say, the most volcanoes and the biggest, it is the broadest area where is the most volcanic activity. Carrie Kay mentioned that there were a lot of, let's say, sleeping dragons in the Ring of Fire. She also predicted that there'd be a lot of volcanic activity. Well, she was right. 3 volcanoes located along Alaska's Pacific Ring of Fire are erupting at the same time. This was on the 15th. Okay. This was yesterday. Carrie Kay is right on target. Okay. This Ring of Fire, what's happening with the Ring of Fire is the way of the earth is kind of like, it's recleansing the earth. It's like bringing up everything, and it's bringing up everything. And it's a little bit of God. It's a little bit of God cleaning out the earth. It's a little bit of Mother Earth, like Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, shaking off the fleas. And it's also a lot of, let's say, that dragon activity. So let's do a poll and see if there's anything else that we haven't got from this Ring of Fire. Are we going to see, let's say, are we going to have more volcanic activity? What else is going to happen with the Ring of Fire? Anything and everything. So let's ask about the Ring of Fire. And again, I have to, hold on one moment. I have to stop sharing my screen because, again, look at how blurry I am. So, folks, I've got some spiritual visitors tonight. Big time spiritual visitors tonight. I don't know if it's Paul or not. Could be Paul. We'll see. It could be Paul David. I don't know. We shall see. Because Paul David is pretty much, he's in hiding. He's waiting for he's waiting for the go ahead. All right, let me get back to, sorry, you need the visual. All right, let's do a poll on the Ring of Fire and find out if there's what's gonna happen, if there's gonna be more activity, more volcanoes. What can we expect in this Ring of Fire? Is it going to be more activity? Anything and everything? Let's ask. Holy God, in the name of Yeshua, regarding the Ring of Fire, is there going to be more volcanic activity? Are we going to see more dragons? Are we going to see more activity in the Pacific Ring, the Ring of Fire? Anything and everything we should need would want to know. What say you, Almighty God and Yeshua the Christ? I think we are. I think there's a lot of hook. First card, Ace of Cups. Do I need to pull any more? Uh-huh. And let me tell you something. I know that these are volcanoes and they're erupting. and there's a lot of shaking and it's violent. This is actually helping the earth. This is helping us because the more the volcano, I'm getting earthquakes. This is actually bringing up all the demonic energy. It's cleaning out the earth. It's cleaning out the dumb. It's cleaning out all that demonic energy. So yes, we're going to see a lot more seismic activity in the Ring of Fire, but this is actually cleansing the earth. This is rebirth, renewal. It's going to cleanse us. It's going to heal us. This is actually healing the earth. What else have we got? Yep. It's to benefit humanity. And I'm getting that there's a family, there's a lineage of dragons that are awakening under there. They're related, they're a lineage, and this is ancient energy. All right. This is to help us with our ascension. It's to help us bring upon the ascension. And what did I tell you? It's to cleanse the earth. It's to cleanse the world of evil. Rebirth, renewal, cleansing the world of evil. And this is also going to help us in our ascension because the world card is about leveling up. It means that we have gone as far as we can go in the earth the way it is, how demonic and dark it is, and we need to level up. And this is also success and completion. Okay? 5 of Swords. Yep. This is to combat all the evil, everything that we've gone through on the earth. The earth has gone through so much conflicts, battles, all the dark, all the battles, everything that's happened on this earth that's dark and demonic. Okay? It's to help cleanse us and to heal us. All right? Page of Cups. Expect more. Also, let's see, Page of Cups. I am getting to that this is spiritual. What's underneath is spiritual in nature. And I'm also getting to that there's something about a rebirth. Yeah, this is a rebirth. Spiritual in nature and rebirth. Page of Cups. Yeah, we haven't seen the last. We haven't seen the last. There's also some baby dragons down there. Okay? There's big dragons, adult dragons, but there's baby dragons down there. There's some infant. I'm getting there is young spiritual beings down there. Okay? This is what I'm getting. So dragons, baby dragons. We haven't seen the last. There's going to be a lot more seismic activity in the Ring of Fire. It's to cleanse the world, get rid of the evil. It's to help. This is the family legacy card. This is to help humanity heal and for an ascension. Help heal from all the conflicts and everything that's been stolen from us, everything that's been done to us. All right? All the poisoning, all the dark, everything that has been foisted upon us from the deep state. Expect more. And I'm also getting there. These are spiritual beings. What's causing the volcanoes and the seismic activity are spiritual beings underneath there. I'm getting some of them are baby dragons, young spiritual beings. And I'm also getting that this is to cleanse the earth. All right. So we haven't seen the last of what's going on in the Ring of Fire. There's going to be more seismic activity and it's for the good. And it is definitely dragon energy. All right. We were all brought up the dragons were evil. First of all, we brought up the dragons were a figment, that they were imaginary. All right. They were fairy tales. They were just myths. We are learning now that dragons are not just myths, they're real. And most of them were good. All right. Most of the dragon energy are good. They are actually protectors. And the dragons are here to protect us. They're here to protect us. Okay. Very, very interesting. Interesting. All right, folks, let's get to what's going on in Texas. All our exes live in Texas. All right, everybody knows what's been going on in Texas. 50 demon rats. They took off, they fled. They didn't want to do their job. How many people do you know that can leave and just take off and not show up at their job and not get fired? Only Only politicians in the United States of America, only politicians cannot show up for their job. Only our Congress can not show up for their job and still get paid. Well, actually, they didn't get paid. They had to actually, what I believe the governor of Texas did is that he froze their direct deposits and made it so that if they wanted to get paid, they had to physically come back. However, he said that he was going to issue warrants for their arrests. Frankly, they should have already been arrested. They should have been arrested. They actually came back and they did the vote and they walked out. So what happened is that the Republicans gained 5 seats and the Democrats not so much. Now, what I want to ask is this. And here we go. This is Beto O'Rourke. Sorry, that's Ken Paxton. That is the district attorney of Texas. This is Beto O'Rourke. Beto O'Rourke. He's an asshole. He actually took funds which were illegal, and he actually bribed them. He funded the demon rats, the Democrats, taking off, leaving their post, and not doing their job. What he did is considered a bribe and is illegal. Okay? Because you can't pay politicians. You can't pay politicians to vote or not vote. So what he did is considered a bribe and is an illegal. Okay. Ken Paxton, who is the Attorney General of Texas, is talking about bringing him up on charges. So here we go. That escalated quickly due to Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton investigation into Beto O'Rourke. Judge Megan Fahey places a temporary lien on all of his money tied to funding the efforts of the Texas Dems who fled the state in order to prevent a redistricting vote. Lock them up. Here's my question. Is Beto O'Rourke, is he going to bring him up on charges? And are we going to see Beto O'Rourke get in trouble? Let's ask. Let's ask. And then I'm going to ask if there's going to be any more repercussions with those that took off, because I think they should have more repercussions. I think that Governor Abbott let him off too easy. I think they should have arrested them. But let's ask, shall we? Here we go. That's right, bribing government officials. You're up, Laura. Here we go. Holy God, in the name of Yeshua, will Beto O'Rourke be brought to justice? Will he be indicted and brought up on charges for bribing government officials? Yes or no? And anything else that will bring clarity and understanding to this question. What say you, Almighty God and Yeshua the Christ? And of course, I'm going to do my dark cards because he's dark. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Let me make him smaller because he's a jerk. I deserve to be bigger than Beto O'Rourke, that asshole. This is what's going to happen with Beto O'Rourke. Not looking too good. 10 of Swords. Yep. It's not going to end well for Beto. Beto is going down-o. Beto, the beta male. Soy boy, the cuckold. This is him, 10 of Swords. Painful ending. Painful ending. Oh, yes. Painful ending. He's going bye-bye. Looks like he's going to be rounded up and he's going to be brought up on charges, and it's not going to end well. This is a painful ending. Distress. A painful ending. Look, this even looks like jail. He might even be brought. It looks like he's going to be brought up on charges. It looks like he's going to be indicted. And looks like he's going to pay the price. 5 of Wands. Oh, yes. This is very much going to be a battle for him. Okay? He's the dragon, and this is the Texas officials fighting him. He's part of the dragon, the cabal system. Absolutely. It's not going to end well for him. This is painful ending, betrayal, backstabbing. I'm getting that his party's going to throw him under the bus and he's going to be backstabbed. It's not going to end well for him. There's going to be lots of struggles and battles. Absolutely. The state of Texas, the people of Texas are going to bring him up on charges and they're going to win. 10 of Pentacles means that we're going to be very happy with the results. Absolutely. Yep. And the end will be temperance, meaning there's going to be justice, meaning that he's going to be tempered. He's going to be put in his place and he's not going to be able to pull his shenanigans anymore. And the light's going to win. Absolutely. So it looks like, and I'm also getting with the 8 of Pentacles, here's another card, getting that this isn't even his money. I'm getting that this is something that's unprecedented that he's never done before. And I'm getting that Beto had a lot of money, and I'm getting that this money was appropriated for something else and he illegally used it. He used it. I'm getting that this money was earmarked. I don't know if it was earmarked for something other than what he used it for. And I'm getting it wasn't his money. This is something that he's never done before. He's done illegal things before, but he's going to end up paying the piper. Yep. This wasn't his money. It was done illegally. And the money was earmarked for something else. And I'm also getting to that not only, I'm getting there was a female involved. So Beto O'Rourke got the money. Pelosi has something to do with this. Okay. I'm getting Nancy Pelosi had helped him with the funding. I'm getting to something, whoever's playing Nancy Pelosi, all right, whoever's playing that demonic bitch, that actor had something to do with it. You're going to find out that Pelosi helped with this funding. The short end of the short story is that, yes, he's going bye-bye. He's going to be brought to justice. It's not going to end well for him. And I'm going to get the light will win. So Beto O'Rourke is going to be indicted. He's going to be charged and he's going to be in trouble for what he did. And I'm getting that Nancy Pelosi, she had something to do with it too. She helped him with that funding. I wouldn't be surprised if the funding came from Nancy and she helped funnel it, but she has something to do with it. I'm getting big time. Nancy Pelosi has something to do with this. So folks, Beto O'Rourke is going to be brought to justice. He's not going to get away with it. So that's good news, folks. Very, very good news. Very good news. All right, let's continue. Oh, this is beautiful. This is just a little humor for us to watch. Here we go. This is the Democratic Party. Vote for us. We're for men and women's sports. We're for open borders, more inflation, soft on crime, more abortions, taxes on tips and overtime, foreign wars, no free speech, trans surgery for children. That's the demon rats. Here you go, Democrats. So if you vote Democrat, that's what you want. That's you. That's the liberal. That's the liberals right there. Now you want to know why the Democratic Party's dying, that the Democrats are done? They're done. Put a fork in them. They are done. Let's continue. Oh, here's some more stuff that will make you piss you off. Everyone knows that I live in Massachusetts. I call it Taxachusetts. Okay, so you know that unfortunately, even though, listen, I'm not a Republican or a Democrat, I'm an independent. Okay, I don't belong to any party, but you know that I will never vote Democrat again. You know I'm a Trump supporter and I voted for Trump twice. Okay. Okay. Now we also know that in my state, Massachusetts, it's a complete blue liberal state. Even though that a lot of people, even though unfortunately, just like every other state, it's just the city, the urban area that's basically blue. But then the outskirts and the burbs, the suburbs are red. Well, look at this. This is how hypocritical the Democratic Liberal Party is, especially in Massachusetts here. I hate Governor Haley. All right. I hate my governor. And I hate Mayor Wu, the racist Wu. You know, the racist that had the everybody come but white party. Yeah. She had a Christmas party a few years ago that was non-whites, that everyone else could come but not white people. And you're not a racist, Mayor Wu, bitch? Yes, you are. You're a racist. All right, so here we go. This is Massachusetts. This is the hypocrisy of the liberal Democrats. It is outrageous watching Maura Healey hypocritically bash Texas for fair elections while radical Dems in Massachusetts rigged the system to give zero seats to the GOP in Congress, despite President Trump surging to 36.5 of the vote in 2024. In a real fair fight, that's a 3 of 9 seats. Trump dominated 77 towns, flipping 10 from Biden's camp, swung 339 from 351 municipalities redder, and came razor close to taking Bristol County, which is here in Massachusetts. But in the mass gerrymandered maps, silenced millions of conservative voices. That demonic hypocrite, Maura Healey, I don't even think she won. If she did, she was a DEI vote. Sorry, I said it. That's right. I said it. She has the audacity to talk about Texas and put down Texas when Massachusetts hasn't had a Republican, GOP hasn't had any Republican. We don't have any Republican seats in all of Massachusetts. Okay? They've gerrymandered Massachusetts. We have no Republican, no GOP seats. And that fucking demonic bitch has the nerve to talk about Texas. That bipartisan sham with Dems owning 83% of the legislature in Massachusetts. 83%. It's Soviet Union style one-party tyranny masquerading as democracy. The situation is so dire in New England that there isn't a single Republican congressional seat in the entire region that borders Massachusetts. But yet, oh my God, how dare the GOP, how dare the Republicans gerrymander, how dare they redistrict? How about we are just giving you a taste of your own medicine, douchebags? Yes, how about that? I can't stand the hypocrisy. I can't stand the hypocrisy. I can't stand it. Can't stand it. Okay, here we go. More about Texas. Breaking. Texas Senate passes redistricting that shifts 5 Democratic seats to Republican. Don't let the left gaslight you into thinking that this is undemocratic. Dems have been doing this for decades. That is the new district map of Texas. Red, baby, red. Finally, the Republicans have got some balls. They've got big balls. Yes, no, they don't really have big balls. Poor big balls got beat up in D.C. Poor big balls. But finally, the Republicans have some balls. They don't have as bigger balls as we need. We need big balls. I'm talking, we need the Republicans to get what I say, woolly mammoth sized balls. Right now, they have medium sized balls, but they're getting there. They're getting there. They're getting there. I'll take it. More. This is what I love. Here we go. Look at these assholes leaving. The babies are leaving. Here we go. Oh, they're so upset. See all the assholes? These are all the jerks that left the state, left their post, went against the people there, the constituents. They're all leaving because they lost 5 seats. They're taking their bubbas, they're taking their pacifiers. And the fucking crybabies are leaving. After they lost 5 seats, well, did they think, what did they think was going to happen? It's okay for the Democrats to gerrymander. Oh, but not the Republicans. That's the Democrats. Rules for use, what is it? Rules for thee, but not for me. Oh, no, we can gerrymander. We can redistrict all you want. We want. But not you, not you. No, no, no. When you do it, it's a threat to democracy. It's dictatorship. It's fascism. Fucking crybabies. Somebody ought to change their shitty diapers, shove their shitty diapers in their face, and they shouldn't get paid. They actually should have been arrested, but, whatever. The Texas Senate has officially passed the new U.S. House maps as Democrats stormed out of the chamber. Oh, where. You don't like a taste of your own medicine, assholes, do you? The Dems are big mad. Oh, they're so mad. They're so mad. Now all it needs is House approval, and Republicans will pick up potentially 5 U.S. House seats. We got it. We got it. We got it. Now let's look at caterpillarized bitch, demonic bitch. Here we go. Jasmine Crock of shit. How do you like those googly eyes, huh? She got one eye going this way, one go. Okay. Look at that. That's all she thinks. Trump, 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 Trump. Trump, 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 Trump. Trump, Trump, Trump. Actually, those are actually pretty tame. Usually she has worse caterpillar eyes. Jasmine Crockett shit looks like she's going to be out of a job. Looks like the fake false valor of, we'll say she's a false valor because she says that she's an everyday, she came from humble means. She came from, her ass was wiped. She was born with a silver spoon in her mouth, and she actually was brought up pretty wealthy in a pretty predominant neighborhood. So Jasmine Crockett shit, who has Trump derangement syndrome and caterpillar eyes. That's another thing. Let's ask about her because she's also in trouble. It seems that, what's funny is that these Democrats, right? Like Letitia James, like who's the other one? Someone else. It's Letitia James. Oh, and Shifty Shift. Okay. They committed mortgage fraud. Letitia James, who brought up Trump on charges of mortgage fraud, right? Did the 33, 35 counts of the same mortgage fraud that she supposedly said, the felony, right? Was all based on mortgage fraud. She said that Trump inflated the price of one of his properties so he could gain an advantage in the mortgage. When it turns out, in the true Democratic fashion of projection, they always accuse the Republicans and Trump of doing what they're doing. So Letitia James is being investigated for mortgage fraud. And now Jasmine Crock of shit is also being charged with mortgage fraud. She's being investigated because she has $135,000 a year salary, and she just bought 2 properties for multi-millions. So let's ask about Jasmine Crock of shit. Is she going to be investigated, and is she going to be indicted and found that she's done some illegal things? Let's ask about Jasmine Crock of shit. We already know that she is going to lose her job, but let's find out if in this investigation, is she going to be indicted and brought up in charges for, let's say treason, campaign, fraud, making money, being paid off. How is she affording 2 properties, 2 homes that are like, I don't know, I think there was like one was for 3 million and one was for 5 million. How could she on a salary of $135,000 a year, how can she possibly afford homes that are multi-million dollars? Could it be she was being paid off? Could it be ActBlue? Could it be USAID? Let's ask. Let's ask if this investigation is going to lead to Jasmine Crockett's shit being indicted and being brought up and going to jail. Let's ask. Holy God, in the name of Yeshua, is this investigation for Jasmine? Is this going to lead to an indictment and her going to jail when we find out that she has used, let's say, taxpayer funds or funds inappropriately? Let's ask. What say you, Almighty God and Yeshua, the Christ? That's true, Michelle Richardson. What Democratic wasn't getting paid off? That's actually an easier question. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Well. It looks like Jasmine Crockett's shit was pulling a lot of things behind the scenes. And she's not too happy. She has a lot of regrets. Yeah. She was absolutely paid off. Absolutely took bribes. Absolutely took bribes. And she's actually very, very nervous. Even though she has a potty mouth and she talks a big game, she acts really tough. She's really not tough. She is scared. You see how the person in the middle, she doesn't look too happy. She looks very, very concerned, and she's hearing it from these two over here. Yeah, she's not too happy. Not too happy at all. Eight of Swords. She's going to trial. She's going to be indicted, and she's going to be indicted, and she's going to go to trial. All right. She's not going to get away with it. She's done some illegal things. Absolutely. They have a case against her, and it's very, very strong. Very strong. All right. They're working on it, and they've got a lot of stuff on her. All right. She definitely was paid off. Definitely paid off. And I'm getting ActBlue and USAID. USAID and ActBlue. All right. And there's also she's involved with Pelosi too. Yep. She's gotten some Pelosi money. She's going to get thrown under the bus. So, folks, it's not going to end well for Jasmine Crockett shit. Okay? Even though she's talking a big talk, not doing so well. She's very, very concerned. She's very disconcerted. She doesn't like the fact that her ex-staffers are talking about her. She's really, really upset about that and her reputation. All right. She's very, very concerned behind the scenes. And the investigation is going to lead to pay dirt, and she's going to trial. She is going to be indicted. The people we're going to be very, very happy. It's going to be completed. It's going to be in our favor. She's going to be brought up, and she's going to be charged for treason because they have a very, very strong case. And there we go again. We have some spiritual activity. Hello, Paul, whoever it is. Wow. Got a lot of visitors tonight, folks. It hasn't been this active in a long time. Yeah. She got a lot of money from a lot of different things. ActBlue, USAID, and Nancy Pelosi has some money. So, folks, yep. It's not going to end well for Jasmine Crockett shit caterpillar eye herself. And good. She's an asshole. I love it. Oops, sorry, folks. I meant to bring up her. Ugh, she's so gross. Here's another one. Gruesome Newsom. He's another one with Trump derangement syndrome. Trump. This is another one that jumped on the bandwagon. Instead of taking care of his own state, okay, Okay, Newsom, gruesome Newsom, where's the $100 million for the fire aid? Where's the $100 million for the fire aid for all the homes that burned down? Where is all that money for that high-speed rail? Hundreds of millions of dollars for the California high-speed rail, and not one fucking track was laid down. You demonic piece of shit, you greasy asshole. Okay? Even the Democrats, even the liberals in his state hate him. No one likes him. Him and Mayor Ass. I call her Mayor Ass, Mayor Bass. She's Mayor Ass and gruesome Newsom. Oh, Trump, 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 Trump. This asshole's going down too. He's going down big time. In fact, let's do a little read on gruesome Newsom. Is he going to finally pay the piper? We need to get rid of him. Even though we know that this isn't the real one. You know, Nancy Pelosi's demonic nephew. We know that the real one has been taken out a long time ago, but whoever's playing, the deep state actor that's playing gruesome Newsom, let's ask if he's going to be brought to justice. And folks, if you like what you see, please like, share, and subscribe. It helps the algorithm. We know that YouTube doesn't really like me too much because I'm a truther. I wouldn't say I'm a truther. I'm of God. I'm a patriot. I'll say I'm a patriot and I'm of God. And I tell the truth. I don't consider myself a truther. I consider myself a God-loving patriot. So let's ask. Holy God, in the name of Yeshua, are we going to see gruesome Newsom in handcuffs soon? Is he going to be brought up on charges? And are the people of California finally going to get rid of this asshole? Yes or no, and anything else regarding gruesome Newsom, Gavin Newsom? What say you, Almighty God and Yeshua? Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. It looks like the deep state, okay? The deep state has some new plans for him. Looks like they're going to get rid of him very soon. He's becoming a liability. Gruesome Newsom thinks that he's going to be the Democratic candidate for president. It's not going to happen. They're moving in a new direction. The powers that be, the Trump and the alliance, because this is my Trump card, alliance, all right, have the goods on him. I have all the truth on him. All right. They have everything on him. A lot of things that we don't even know about. There are things that gruesome Newsom has done that people don't even know about. He's really bad. And it's going to be a big fight for him. It's not going to end well for gruesome Newsom. Big time fighting, big time brawls. Yep. The deep state is going to make a decision that they need to get rid of him. Yep. They're weighing out their options. And see how they're weighing out their options. They have somebody waiting to take his place. They have somebody in the wings waiting to take his place. Not going to end well for gruesome Newsom. And we got the justice card. He's definitely going to be brought to justice. Gruesome Newsom's going to be brought to justice. All right. And the people that he's working with. Okay. The people of California, they're going to be very happy because they're going to get rid of him. Because gruesome, they're going to get what they want. I feel that at some point, California is going to be sovereign, meaning they're going to get rid of him and they're going to be very happy. And I feel like they're going to get a lot of the money back. I feel that Trump's administration Maybe maybe Pam Bondi. I feel like there's going to be maybe Pam Bondi. They're going to do an investigation over the LA fire, the fire money, and they're going to do a little deep dive, and they're going to do like a money trail, and they're going to find out that it was squandered and stolen. So I feel that Trump is going to somehow get the money back to the people of California so they can rebuild. All right. Yep, they're going to rebuild. And Gruesome Newsom's going to be replaced. There's somebody else that's going to take his place. They're going to throw him under the bus, and they're going to try to replace him with a new, younger version of him. I don't know exactly who it is, but I think his days are numbered. I feel, yeah, they're trying to replace him with somebody. They're going to throw him under the bus. Newsom's under the impression that the deep state loves him, and they're gonna fight for him, and that he doesn't have to worry, but he's on the chopping block. He's on the chopping block. What a disgusting piece of shit he is. He's going bye-bye. Yeah. Gruesome Newsom is going to pay the piper. Bye-bye. All right, here we go. And now we're going to go across to the UK. This is what we were talking about earlier when we talked about the UK. Here we go. Okay, you're not going to be able to hear this. Here we go. I'm going to make this bigger so you can read it. Here we go. A British man wrote on social media that he doesn't want to see Palestinian flags all over the UK. Right? Why wouldn't he? You want to see the Union Jack because it's the United Kingdom. You should see Union Jacks, right? The British flag. Then police officers showed up to his house to arrest him. This is the UK. This is the UK. They have the audacity to call Trump a dictator when you have Starmer arresting people for social media posts. Meanwhile, you have Muslim grooming gangs that are raping young boys and young girls, but that's okay. Telling you they've lost their mind. I'm sorry, your government across the pond. I love all my UK brothers and sisters. I love you. I love the British. I love you guys. But your government has gone around the bend, as you would say, gone around the bend, completely fascist. Here we go. And here we go. You're telling me that this is normal. Here we go. Legacy media admit that the UK have conducted field trials. Field trials. Look at this. This is American news outlets are reporting it. More U.S. states passing legislation to ban geoengineering. Several high-profile U.S. actors, comedians, and politicians have called it out. We are almost at saturation point, people, and it's about to be told it's to combat climate change. This is not normal. They're still poisoning us. They're still poisoning us. That's not normal. Oh, but there's no such thing as chemtrails. No, that's just a figment of our imagination. That's normal. Clouds usually do that, don't they? And here's the asshole himself, Starmer. Let's see what he has to say. Look at this. Look at that face. Don't you just want to punch it? Don't you just want to punch it? North Korea is arresting its citizens and putting them in jail for social media posts that a government does not approve of. Just kidding. It's Britain. Does somebody have a bag of shit they can throw in his face? Please, please. We already did that. We already covered that. Here's our commander in chief. Gotta love him. I love 45, 47. Used to call him 45. Now he's 47. Let me keep on going. And there's Big Balls. We love Big Balls. Poor guy. Unbelievable. He tried to stop a carjacking. He tried to help a woman. He tried to help a woman that was being carjacked, and they beat him up. Poor big balls. We already went through that. Just going through my. Oh, here we go. Here's something that we have not discussed yet. Let's talk about Fauci, Dr. Death. Here we go. Breaking. Tulsi Gabbard confirms Fauci under investigation for perjury. Wuhan lab funding exposed. In a jaw-dropping turn, Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, just confirmed that Anthony Fauci is officially under investigation for perjury and his role in secretly funding gain-of-function research at the Wuhan lab in China. China, you know how the lab that they said didn't exist? The same lab now suspected of unleashing COVID-19 on the world. Tulsi says Fauci lied to Congress. Do you think? Covered up virus origins. Yep. China. And funneled your tax dollars, that's folks, our tax dollars, to dangerous biolabs, all while stripping Americans of their freedoms, censoring dissent, and enriching big pharma. Oh, Fauci, you're such an asshole. I'm so glad you were hung at Gitmo. Even more shocking, Fauci's infamous 6 feet apart rule wasn't based on science at all. Gee, isn't that surprising? They just made it up. This could be the biggest political scandal since last week's Russia hoax. And the evidence trail leads straight into the heart of Biden administration yet again. Watch Tulsi Gabbard drop the bombshell here. All right, folks. Let's ask about Fauci and Dr. Death. Are we gonna see more about this? Let's ask, folks. We all know we all knew all of this stuff years ago. We knew about Fauci. We knew about all these people. However, it's all coming out now. It's all being revealed now, exposures and disclosures. Because if we are going to see mass arrests, which we are, we've already indicated that, and that's the main reason why Trump federalized D.C. Okay? But we know that in order for mass arrests to happen, the sheeples, the people of the world, especially the people of the United States, they need to know why. So all of this is coming out now. So let's ask, is Fauci, is he going to be indicted? And is he going to go to jail? You already know that the real one has been processed at Gitmo years ago. Let's ask about Fauci. Yes, Fauci was responsible for AIDS too. You're absolutely right, Michelle Richardson. Fauci was definitely responsible for AIDS. He is a demon. Let's ask. Holy God and Yeshua the Christ. Since Tulsi Gabbard has come out and revealed and exposed Fauci, is Fauci going to be indicted? And is he going to be charged for crimes against humanity and treason for his role in the whole COVID-19 lie? Yes or no? And anything else that will bring clarity, understanding to this question, Almighty God and Yeshua. Yep. He is Mother Teresa's son. He looks just like. But then again, Mother Teresa wasn't a mother. Mother Teresa was Fauci's dad. Let's put it this way. Mother Teresa was the sperm donor to Fauci. We know that Mother Teresa was not a mother, more like Father Teresa. Let's ask. Oh, oh boy. Yep. He's going bye-bye. Oh, I love it. Judgment is coming to Dr. Death Fauci. Oh yeah. He's going to be judged. He's absolutely going to be indicted. He's going to be found guilty of not only treason, but crimes against humanity. And the things that he's going to be charged with are not going to be first of all, we know that the pardons are they're not valid because they were done in auto pen and Biden had no idea. Okay. The pardons are not going to be valid. And I'm getting for what he did, the pardons are not going to be valid. The pardons are not valid for crimes against humanity and treason. Okay. He's definitely going to be judged and he's going to be indicted and he's going to jail. The people of the world are going to be very, very happy. We're going to be celebrating. This is wish come true. Wish come true. We want to see Dr. Death going down and he's going down. And we're going to be very, very happy and content with it. Okay. Oh, yeah. He's going to Gitmo. He's going on the Gitmo Express. And it's going to be a sudden change of fortune, meaning the deep state is no longer going to cover for him. And it's going to be a sudden change of fortune in a bad way for Dr. Death. Oh, yeah. It's not going to be good. Not going to be good for him. Yep. He's going bye-bye. Absolutely. Yep. Folks, you got to love it. Dr. Death is going to be judged. He was already judged. All right. He already met his maker. He was already judged by, let's say, the Alliance at Gitmo and judged by God. But who's ever playing Dr. Death, the actor who's wearing the mask, whoever is playing Dr. Death, the central casting deep state actor, whoever's playing him is going to go down. And this is very, very good news. We all know that these aren't the original players. These are 2.0 and 3.0 versions. However, as I said earlier, the people, the deep state actors that are playing these people that have the masks on, they have done evil deeds and they are going to pay the piper too. Yep. He definitely, and he was responsible for AIDS as well. Yep. I can't wait. Now, a lot of people, now I'm going to ask you a question, folks. I would like to actually, I know this sounds very macabre, but I actually want to see the hangings. I want to see these people be killed. I know that's probably not the most pleasant, and there's some people that don't, but I actually personally do want to see the hangings. So let me know in the chat. Do you want to see the hangings? Do you actually want to watch the video and see them being hung, see them being killed? I do. Actually, I'm not a violent person, but it would bring me great joy to see these people being hung. I don't know about you, but I would really, really, nothing would please me more than having a big bucket of popcorn, my Mexican Coke, and seeing Hillary Clinton being hung, seeing Barack Obama being hung, seeing Nancy Pelosi being hung, seeing Dr. Death and all these pedophile, demonic, deep state bastards. I want to see it. So let me know in the chat. Do you want to see the hangings? And if we know they were recorded, do you want to watch them? Let me know in the chat if you want to see them. I'm totally squeamish, but hell yeah, me too. Yep. You all want to see it. Yep. Nope. ZooTube says no, she doesn't want to see him. I say yes. ZooTube 2024 says no. I want to see it. I actually want to see it. It would give me great pleasure. I know it's really violent, but I got to tell you, after what they've done, Yep. Twinkle tits. That's quite a name. I like that. Just a swinging. That's right, Eric Klein. It's called closure. You got that right. It is called closure. Donna says, I'm sorry, but vengeance is sweet. Yep. Maria says that she wants to hear about it, but not see it. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's not for everyone. Susan, well, I want to see Dr. Deaths. My brother is dead. Another brother has heart trouble, and my husband. Oh, I'm so sorry, Zuzu. I'm so sorry. So sorry. That's awful. I'm sorry to hear that. Now that's must see TV, and so are the days of our lives. Oh my God, you guys are too funny. Throw in some scalping and we'll be like the old days. I want justice and I can watch. That's right, Texas warrior Carol. Good for you. I want to see him squirm, says Mary Jones. That's right, Mary Jones. You want to see him squirm? I do too. Bruce Lane. I got banned on X because I wanted to see Tom Hanks swinging from a rope. Do you know the ironic part is I see people talking, saying horrible stuff about Trump all the time, and they're not banned from X. And I thought, what's wrong with Elon? Elon owns X. Why did he ban? Why did he ban you? That's ridiculous. You should be able to say that. And I would pay, and I want to see Tom Hanks swinging from a rope too. That would be beautiful. But we know that his real name is Rockefeller. That's really a Rockefeller. Tom Hanks is a Rockefeller. You know that, right? Yeah. Deborah Larson says she wants them all to pay. I could not agree with you more. I am of agreement. All right, folks, let me keep on going through my X and see if there's anything that I missed. Let me keep on going through my bookmarks. And I'm just going to go through and see. I did a lot of bookmarks for you all. I want to make sure I went through all of them. Chemtrails, armor. I want to make sure I get everything for you guys. Oh, here we go. This is another good one. We'll talk about what's happening with Putin and Trump. And I'm going to make this bigger. There you go. Here we go. POTUS meeting Putin on 11/11. Now, what are the odds of that? Q 11/11, 11/11, and 11 and 11. Okay, folks, we all know. All right, here we go. Wait a minute. We all know that that's not the original Putin, right? That's a Putin like 3.0. We also know that Putin, this isn't the original Putin. The original Putin was quite evil. This is new and improved 3.0 version. We know that Putin and Trump are secretly working together, right? We know that. We know that Putin is against the deep state. We know that he's against the Illuminati, and he's working with Trump behind the scenes. Rumor has it that the real reason that Trump and Putin met is for the RV, the money, 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 money. So let's ask. Let's do a deep dive. Let me get my gold cards back out. Let's get the info, the 411 on Putin and Trump's meeting. Was it really? It wasn't. Okay. We all know that Trump wants the end to the Ukraine war. We know that Trump really does want the Ukraine-Russian war to end. That's a given. We really know what's going on in the Ukraine. Okay, we know Zelensky, Mr. Leotard gay, flamboyant gay actor, deep state puppet, soy boy, Zelensky. We all know about him. We all know that there's something like, what did he say? There's like $200 billion that we sent over to the Ukraine that Zelensky has no idea. No idea where it went. No idea where it went. Isn't that sweet? We send them $200 billion or something like that. Don't quote me. Don't quote me. But he doesn't know where it is. It lost. Can you imagine? I get upset when I misplace a 20. And this asshole, $200 billion, roughly, approximately, don't quote me on it. And he just loses it. Has no idea where it is. All right, folks, let's ask. Was the real reason that Trump met Putin, was it not only to end the Ukraine war, which okay, let's put it this way. We know that there's really no war going on between the Ukraine and Russia. What's really going on is Russia is trying to take out the deep state that's in the Ukraine. Okay, I feel bad for the Ukrainians that are dying, but we also know, because there's innocent people. There's innocent people in Gaza that are dying. There's innocent Palestinians. There's innocent Israeli Jews. There's innocent Muslims. There's innocent that are dying. Okay, we all know that the real reason that Russia is fighting Ukraine is over the nefarious, horrible things that are happening in Ukraine. Ukraine is a shithole. Ukraine is like the Axis is evil. The biolabs, all the deep state, they're all hiding stuff. It's a child trafficking. There's all things going on in the Ukraine. Okay, so my question for the cards is, we all know that the front for POTUS meeting Putin was to end the war. But was there another big reason for Trump meeting Putin? And was POTUS meeting Putin in order to finalize Nasara Jasara, RV, and the monetary system? So let's ask. Holy God, in the name of Yeshua, was Putin, I meant to say POTUS and Putin. I said Putin. Was POTUS meeting Putin not just for what's going on in the Ukraine, but was also, did Trump meet Putin to make plans for the upcoming QFS RV financial system? Yes or no? And anything else that will bring clarity and understanding. What say you, Almighty God and Yeshua? Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, baby. Yep. He was meeting with Putin. Sorry, let me can I make this? Let me get rid of this so you can see me, so you can kind of, okay, here we go. You got the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is all about discovery. Okay, so he met with him because they're trying to figure out the quantum financial system and the money. Okay, they're figuring out, they're discovering. I'm getting that Putin and POTUS got together because they wanted to discover, they're trying to figure out all the assets. They're trying to figure out what Russia has for money and all the different money. They're meant for discovery. They're trying to figure out how they're going to roll out the QFS. And I'm also getting to that Putin and the Russians, they absconded and they got a lot of money. They got back a lot of, the money from the deep state. I'm also getting to that Putin got a lot of Putin has a lot of stuff from the Ukraine. He has a lot of things. I'm getting that he has money from the Ukraine, missiles, military equipment, and he has a lot of goods. He has a lot of let's put it this way, a lot of evidence against Zelensky and the deep state. Okay? So, one of the reasons why Putin met with POTUS is that Putin was going to give him the evidence, discovery, basically the evidence to take down the deep state in the Ukraine. He was letting Trump know and giving Trump the evidence and giving the goods on the Ukraine. It was absolutely to do with the money system. There we go. We have a pentacle there. We have a pentacle there. More pentacles. And they also discussed the monetary system and how it's going to roll out in Russia and the world. Absolutely had something to do with the monetary system. Like I said, pentacles there. Pentacles there. He's working in collaboration. This just confirms that Putin is actually good. This is Putin 3.0. He's working with the alliance. All right. He gave Trump the goods, the receipts on the deep state. This also has something to do with the monetary system. They're talking about how to roll it out. Putin gave Trump, I'm getting that Putin's military, his army got a lot of stuff from the deep state in Ukraine, and he gave them a lot of things, money, weapons, viruses. I'm getting that Putin and his military, they got a lot of samples of viruses and things that were done in those biolabs. They absconded, and they took away a lot of the things that the deep state, a lot of viruses and illnesses they were going to unleash on the world. Okay. I'm getting that there were a few other really, really bad viruses in tubes that were going to be unleashed on the world that were going to that's going to really kill people. I'm getting that there was a strain, there was some viruses there, airborne viruses in those biolabs that were going to kill millions and millions of people. So Putin absolutely gave Trump some pay dirt. Now, all in all, the meeting with Putin and Trump was phenomenal. Trump got everything he wanted from the Ukraine, and he and Putin and POTUS, they talked about the QFS, the financial system, and how it's going to benefit the world. The meeting between Putin and POTUS is actually going to benefit our generation and the other generation. This was the legacy of the world. Basically, what that meeting is going to bear beautiful fruits for the people of the world. Basically, he's got everything. Putin and POTUS have everything, and he got pay dirt. What Putin gave Trump is going to bring an ending to the deep state. It's going to bring closure, and it's going to bring a lot of happiness and joy to the people around the world, and it's going to heal the world. So, folks, that meeting between POTUS and Putin was unbelievable. He got everything on him. Like I said, this version of Putin, they destroyed the biolabs. They have everything on the deep state. They have everything on Fauci. I'm getting that Putin gave Trump so much evidence about the biolabs and the bioweapons. I'm getting bioweapons. That's it. Putin gave Trump and the alliance all the bioweapons that the deep state of our government, the United States, was funding Fauci and all those assholes, those demonic bastards. All the proof. He got all the bioweapons. So the deep state, they were planning on I'm getting that they were planning on some kind of virus that would make COVID-19 look like child's play. And they got the goods. They demolished all the biolabs. They have all the bioweapons. They have all the military equipment, all the money. They have everything on the Ukraine. And that was the main reason why Trump and Putin met. We all know that the front was to end the war, but we all know that the war is really the deep is that the alliance, the Russian, the White Hat alliance from Russia is fighting Ukraine. And you know that Ukraine is deep state. It's just the head of evil. I think what's in the Ukraine is worse than even what's in Britain. What's worse than the royals. Okay, so it had everything to do with that, and it had something to do with the monetary system. So that meeting that happened between Putin and POTUS was phenomenal. Taking down the deep state, having all the goods in Ukraine and the deep state and the people running Ukraine, which is our government and all those players, and had everything to do. They talked about the financial system rolling out the QFS of the QFS. So this is great, great news. We all knew it. We all knew it. Woohoo! All right, folks, let me keep on going through my X and let me see if there's anything that I missed tonight. I think we pretty much hit everything. I think we went through everything that I was going to talk about tonight. Let's just go over for a few tidbits before we go tonight. Some good news. And then we'll call it a night. We got some more good news here. Breaking. President Trump has dropped a bombshell by directing the Department of Justice to launch a full-scale investigation into ActBlue, the Democratic Party's powerhouse fundraising platform, over allegations of widespread election fraud and illicit for it contributions. This is a deep cleaning of the deep state operatives. This is great. This is great stuff, folks. I love it. It's wild to see people who robbed us blind trying to justify being upset at us for catching them. You gotta love it, folks. You gotta love it. Top ActBlue executives are leaving in droves. Okay, folks, I've been on for almost 2 hours now. Let's end the night with ActBlue. We know that ActBlue was the main Democratic Liberal Party's fundraising. We also know that it's completely corrupt. We know that half of the people that supposedly, and I put in air quotes. Oh, folks, here we go again. I have to fix, sorry. I have to fix my camera again, because here we have, folks. Okay, Paul's doing a lot of astral traveling tonight, man. Okay, here we go. I got to go back to ActBlue. We all know that the Democrats are cheaters and liars, and we all know that ActBlue, they basically took people that might have donated maybe like $1 to the Democratic Party. They took people's names that maybe donated maybe $1 or $10, maybe even $50. And they took these people, took their name and addresses, and they lied and said that these people that are on limited income, half of them are retired or seniors, that they gave millions of dollars. They took somebody that would maybe made one donation, and they multiplied that, and they said that this one person made all these donations. They took one donation, one donor, and they multiplied it like thousands of times to make it look like these people donated a bunch of small donations that added up to like $1 million. We all know that this is totally corrupt. This is a money laundering scheme. And half of the money that went to ActBlue was from us, the taxpayers that probably came from USAID and probably came from our tax dollars. Okay. So let's do as a final spread tonight, a final reading. What's going to happen with ActBlue? We all know what's going to happen. Are we going to see some people going to jail? And we're going to find out that half of the money, all of the money from ActBlue was a fraud and was our tax dollars. Let's ask. Here we go. Well, this is going to be the last question of the night. And you know what? I'm going to change and I'm going to do dark cards because these are demonic assholes. Here we go. Holy God, in the name of Yeshua. Are we going to see the ActBlue? Are we going to get total exposure and disclosure about the money laundering and the fraud and criminality of ActBlue? We're going to find out that half of that money was not valid and it was a big money laundering steal. And that was really our tax dollars going to ActBlue to fund the demon Democratic Party. Yes or no, and anything else? They'll bring clarity and understanding to this question, Almighty God and Yeshua the Christ. Oh my God, you can't make this shit up. Oh boy. Woohoo! Okay, here we go. Oh, here we go. Folks, here we go again. Look it. Oh my God. I have to adjust my screen again. I apologize. Oh my goodness. I got some real spiritual, I have never had so much spiritual activity in all my life. Okay. This has been big with the spirit activity. They have come in front of my camera way too much tonight. It's all those angels. So those angels guarding me after being attacked. All right, folks, we asked if ActBlue is going down. Tower! Ba-ba-ba-da, done. ActBlue is going down. We got the tower card. It's looking bad for the Damon Rats and all the people involved with ActBlue. Yep, people are going to jail. Five of Pentacles. Yep, they're going to lose all their money. We're going to find out that they suffered big loss. That was our tax dollar money. ActBlue is going to be disbanded, and they're going to try to get back as much money as possible because it's definitely our money. It's our tax dollars. I asked if they're going to be brought to justice, if there's going to be exposures and disclosures about ActBlue. Absolutely. We got the Ace of Pentacles, big time. That was our money. It was a big money laundering scheme. The money they did not come from donations. They stole the money from us. That was money from US aid, our tax dollars that they money laundered and put back into ActBlue. Absolutely. They're going down. They're going down. They've survived as long as they could. They're going to try to fight it, but nope, 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 nope. They're going down. Yep. Seven of Pentacles. We're going to find out that they've been doing this for a while, too. They've been taking little bits of money all along, just like I said. They take one donor, like let's say there's an old granny that might have donated $10. And they'll say that grandmother, that she kept on donating $10 and $10 and then turned to 100. And then that grandmom that's on limited income, that's living off Social Security, she donated $500,000 or $1 million. They're a bunch of liars. Yep. Our money. They stole our money. Yep. So, folks, we asked the last question of the night. We asked, is ActBlue? Is it going down? Is it going to be exposed? We got the tower card. Yep. ActBlue is going down the tower. For all those that are part, that ActBlue is going to be, it's going to be disintegrated. It's going to be abolished. All those that are in charge of ActBlue are going down. They're going to be indicted. Whoever was in charge of it, treason. They stole the money. Embezzlement, money laundering. They're going to lose all their money. They're going to have to forfeit their money and give a lot of money back. Absolutely exposures and disclosures about where the money went. Absolutely. People are going to jail. Yep. They're going to try to fight it. They're going to try to hide, but nope. People are going to go to jail. Folks, I love it. I love it. This is great. If there's anything that we did not ask tonight, let me do one more look of my ex before we go tonight. I just want to make sure, because I don't want to leave. I don't want to end the night and say, oh, I didn't do this. I didn't do this. Here we go. The last couple of minutes, I'm just going to go through my ex and we're going to share some good memes to end the night, folks. Why not? I'm done doing readings, so let's do this. Here we go, folks. This is the baddest mofo on the planet. Even his tie gets out of his way. Gotta love him, gotta love him. And then we have this one, this Pocahontas. She's from, actually, she's from my state, but I will gladly give her up. You can have her. Pocahontas, the lying sack of shit. Yes, Pocahontas. She's another one that's going down. That. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Oh, I gotta love it. And these are the organizations who protest for the Democratic Party. They pay all those homeless, jobless Democrats that, they don't have any jobs. They just sit around and protest all day. We have Indivisible, the Democratic Socialist Party, the Disruption Party. Here we go. ActBlue. They're going down. ActBlue. Yeah, ActBlue. Yeah. Rise and Resist and the Troublemakers. These are the people that are funding the Democratic Party. Anything else we got? Here we go. Democrats, ActBlue, follow the money laundering. Yep. They are so going down. So going down, folks. What else do we have? And we are winning. Folks, I know it's tough. I know we're ready for this movie to be over. I know we're ready for the end, and we're almost there. We are almost there. Trust me. If you knew what I went through the last couple of weeks with the attacks, we're getting hit on all fronts with the psychic attacks that were hitting us in our wallets. They're hitting us with everything. It's not easy. They said that the ending wouldn't be for everyone, and I don't think any of us really, really knew or understood how hard it would be and how attacked we would be. We're getting psychically attacked. We're getting attacked from our families. We're getting attacked physically. We're getting attacked in our wallets. We're getting attacked in all fronts. That's okay, folks. They might win a few battles, but we are going to win the war. We're going to win the war. We are winning. So, just wanted to say tonight that no matter what it looks like, we are going to have the last laugh. We are going to win. We win, God wins. Now, I can't tell you exactly when everything is going to happen. This month is monumental, and September is going to be monumental. Okay? We're on the precipice of big, big change. We established tonight that the real reason, the main reason why Trump has federalized D.C. and why the National Guard and we have our military in D.C. is because mass arrests are coming. They are imminent. exposure, disclosures coming. Every day, it seems like more and more things are coming out about corruption, criminality, crimes against humanity, treason. The Clintons are coming, they're being brought in front of Congress in October. Bill and Hillary are going to be testifying on the Epstein files, okay? Barack Obama is being brought up in front of Congress in October. These people are being brought to Congress. We know they're not the original actors. We know, let's say, they're not the originals. We know that they are actors. This is movement in the right direction. We are winning. Everything that's happening, all these disclosures, everything that's happening is leading up. Because obviously, when the arrests happen, people, the sleepers, the ostriches that have their heads in the sand, they need to know why. So keep on every day. Don't be surprised. There's going to be more and more exposures, more and more disclosure about the crimes, because we're hitting the fever pitch. We're getting to the end of the show. Mass arrests are coming. It's happening. So, folks, I know it's been long. I know it's been painful. I know we want this over. I know we're sick. We're tired. We're broke. But we're almost there. We're almost there. So don't give up and don't give in. I know. I've been up here before. I've been up here and I've said, I can't handle it. I can't take it. But we're almost there. So we should be celebrating. We should be happy. We are watching the biggest military operation in history. We are watching the biggest takedown in human history. Not even Yeshua HaMashiach did this. We are ending the deep state. We are taking out the demons and taking back the world for God and the light. This is huge. This is unprecedented. This is biblical. And what a time to be alive. So keep up the good work. Yes, we're going to have good and bad days, but keep on getting up and keep on fighting. I want to thank you all so much for all your love and support over the last few weeks. Thank you so much for the beautiful messages. I read them all. Thank you so much for the emails. Thank you so much for the prayers. You guys keep me going. You really do. You know my personal life and you know my struggles. You know I haven't had it easy. You know I'm not one of these people up there with the big bank account, with the big family, with the grand life. You know I'm struggling. You know how it is. So I just want to say I love you so much. You guys all keep me going, and I appreciate and I love you so much. You've kept me going. Your prayers, everything. I appreciate you so much. All right, my Soul Tribe family, I'm going to end it. I'm going to end the show. I'm going to be doing a psychic live. I don't know. Maybe I'll do one tomorrow. We'll see how I feel. Check the thumbnail. In the meantime, I just want to say thank you so much. I appreciate you all. I love you. And we won. Nothing can stop what's coming. Nothing. God wins and we win. And on that note, I bid you adieu. Have a great night. I love you. And I'll see you soon. And make sure you hit the like button and share this. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I will see you soon, Soul Tribe family. It's good to be back. And I appreciate you all. Bye. God bless you. See you soon.